is a Navigator, a BRIG Navigator 610. Let's put you up so you can see that. There we go. And if you can hear the soundtrack, we've got a bit of Nessa Dormer playing at the moment, so a little bit of culture. So, hello everyone, thanks for joining us. Just me today as Gemma's at work. I've come to Marine Power Limited in Norwich, just south of Norwich in Brundall. Beautiful part of the world, right on the river, and come to have a look at see what boats that they've got. I don't know a thing about boats. I just know about the pointy end and the blunt end, and point me to what bit we've got to jump off to go diving. They've got a whole manner of boats here, so it's going to be really quite exciting. Not been here before. This is a whole new place for me to come and have a look and see what they've got. Obviously, I know a bit about kayaking and paddleboarding, but this is a new thing, so we thought we'd come and have a look. Gemma was meant to come today, but she couldn't make it, obviously, because of work. So it's a beautiful day. It's baking hot. It's really like 25, 26 degrees here. So we thought we'd come and have a look, see what they got. I know the owner. I've known the owner for long time. So it'd be really good to see him, catch up. And but got drink, got water, got masks, got you name it, ready to go. So let's go and find out what's going on and see what Marine Power in Norwich is all about. Hello everyone, so here we are at Marine Power Limited in Norwich, standing here with Justin. Say hello.
Hiya.
Justin, what's your title?
Sales and marketing manager.
Brilliant.
Do a little bit of workshop as well, so I know a little bit about the product. So.
Okay, that's cool. So we're standing here next to a very nice rib. Let me just turn things around so we can show you. So I'm doing all the filming here today with my phone. We'll try and get most of it in as what we can. And just take you around and show you what's about. So this one is a Navigator, a BRIG Navigator 610. Let's put you up so you can see that. There we go. And if you can hear the soundtrack, we've got a bit of Nessa Dormer playing at the moment, so a little bit of culture. So a beautiful rig, and this one is big enough to go diving with. So can be adjusted. Is that right, Justin?
Yes, right. Yeah. They do different.
So if you can talk us through a little bit about what this rib actually offers as a potential dive boat, really.
You obviously got the stability. And the power to get you to where you need to be. Yeah. They do different configurations where you wouldn't have the back seat in there so you'd end up with more space at the front and the back of the boat. So are you saying
the tanks would go where?
It was probably the ones that I've seen before. They'd be stored at the front. Right. Because you can take the sun deck out and have the tank storage at the front. Yeah. And then you could either have, like this one particularly comes with 4 jockey seats and the bench seat at the back for your divers.
Brilliant. So there's quite a bit there, options that what you can do. And this one's got
115.
Wow. So it's got a huge engine. You can tell I don't know much about boats, to be honest with you. So shame Gemma's not here for this one because she'll be able to tell us more about it. But yeah, that's a really smart rig.
They're a lovely bit of kit. They're very high spec as well.
So a piece of kit like this is costing roughly how much?
It's about 40,000.
About 40,000.
Yeah, that comes with trailer, engine. They put what they call a Lux pack on it as well.
A Lux pack? Yeah,
which is you get 2 different covers for it. The flooring that you see there, instead of just white fiberglass, you get a nice foam flooring, and the A-frame at the back as well.
Yeah, so it's quite soft, isn't it? Because you think, well, that's actually wood, but it's not. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, it's a nice boat. I need to win the lottery myself, though.
Yes,
really.
right, yeah, I think we all do for that.
Yeah. I'll just show you around. We'll have a wander around the other side. So if you're in the if you're thinking about not going aboard this year, and maybe a group of you could club together, and you're looking around for a potential dive boat, because let's face it, you know, on our coasts around the UK, we've got some great places to go diving, and maybe a group of you could, in a diving club, could invest in a new boat. So here's a potential good boat for you to get started on for a small group of you. The Navigator 610 BRIG. Okay, there's the details. Let's see if we can get that lined up. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can show a bit more of the boat. This rib, this BRIG Navigator 610. Just looking at how we could, if this was going to be used as a potential dive boat, how you would enter the water and exit, and the potential layout as well, and also, so if we was here and say you'd go in backwards here, and obviously you'd have to then hopefully haul in, and somebody would help you to get in this section, just sort of here. If there's like 4 of you on the boat, you know, the boat's big enough to take it. What would be the weight restriction? Is there a weight restriction on this?
That's about 1,000 kilos of people and kit as such. So yeah, that does take 10 people.
Which is quite a bit. 10 people?
Yeah, certificate for 10 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you only had, say, 4 or 5 people on the boat,
yeah, potentially
at the front, you got plenty of room. You could actually put in quite a few cylinders, potentially. So, 4 on the boat, 4, you can have 8, potentially you could have 8 cylinders.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's quite a bit of weight. 10 people, that's good. That's excellent. Yeah.
Then you've got the horsepower as well there to get you out quickly. So this one will probably do sort of pushing around 40 knots. So
wow.
About 45, 50 mile an hour-ish, something like that.
Just get us going to fly, you know.
Yeah. Obviously, the more weight you put in, it'll take a little bit more time to get there, but that's...
Yeah, but even so, you know, even if you're doing like 35, it's still going to be, you're still going to be knocking along fairly.
Yeah, so get you in and out very quickly.
Yeah, so servicing with a boat like this, because you offer a full package here, don't you,
right.
with, you know, this will, the price, this comes with a trailer?
Yes, it comes with a trailer,
yeah. So everything you need.
Ready to go, yeah.
So what about servicing? So can you service them here?
We do service, yeah. We do service all the different types of outboard. We are main Suzuki dealers, along with a few others as well. To keep up on the warranty, you need to do the service on the engine on the first 20 hours. Yeah. And then that's every year.
Right. Okay.
We also...
How much roughly is a service?
Depending on the engine size, but you're probably looking about sort of £200, £250.
Oh, okay.
Service.
It's not a huge amount, is it? Really?
No, that's right.
Considering you know they're a delicate machine,
that's right,
aren't they? Yeah. You know, yeah. So
we tend to do health checks on them as well if they're used to sea.
And what about the actual boat structure? Do these get like a check over? And...
If they're brought back for a service and a check over before the winter time, this is what we do. Yeah, we will.
So what's your recommendation on the actual?
We provide some products, August Race, which you can have UV protection on, which you would recommend to do before you went out. Okay. And then annually just keep doing it, keep
topping it up. So it's like that cover you can buy for a brand new car.
That's it, yeah.
That protects all the paintwork, so it's a very similar thing.
Quite a few customers go for anti-foul underneath as well. Yeah. But that's personal preference. Again, if they're coming out of the water all the time, then when they're pulled out onto the trailer, just wash them down. Yeah. And I suppose most of these are used out on the sea all the time anyway, aren't they? So that's what they're designed for, rather than the Norfolk Broads. Yeah, the Norfolk Broads that don't have them many places.
Especially with a big engine like that, when you've got 3 mile an hour and 5 mile an hour zones.
Doing that on takeover, so yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That's excellent. Okay, all right, thank you very much. So, okay, so we're just going to have a look at some other boats. There's potential other options. And there's this one here, which is, I don't know if you can see that, it's a slightly smaller boat, rib, and obviously there's going to be a cheaper option, maybe something that either one or two people could put together. So Justin, what's the story about this one? So how big is this?
This particular one is 4.5 metres long.
Okay.
And they do this particular style up to 5.7 metres. And what you gain from this particular one, which is called the Falcon Rider, is that you don't have the moulded back seat in the aft of it.
Right, okay.
So you end up with more cockpit space for either passengers or your tanks and everything. So
where could we put tanks in that one? So
a similar probably configuration to the 570 is that this one would have a bench seat across the back with a console, so you'd end up with a lot more space at the front for your tanks and what have you. So.
And how much is a boat like this?
This particular one is around sort of 19,000.
Right, okay.
So in comparison to the Navigator range, they are cheaper.
Yeah.
And if you need the space, then the Falcon Rider is probably one.
So I see you've got the Garmin on there.
Yeah.
So that comes with that?
No, that's an optional extra. You can have the Garmin fitted. We do VHFs. You can have an entertainment system on it.
Really?
You can have pretty much whatever you like. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you can play your tunes as well then?
That's right, yeah.
Because my brother on his RIB, he's got a fish finder and tells you the depths. Great when we go in for some mackerel.
Yeah.
So you can have the same kind of setup.
That's it, yeah. That particular Garmin itself has got the GPS fish finder. So you've got everything you need on that.
Brilliant. And that price, that comes with the engine, everything you need. Trailer?
Trailer, engine, boat, yeah. There again, that's got the flooring in it as well, with the A-frame and the covers. So it all comes in that price.
So what about insurance on something like either this craft or the other craft that we looked at earlier? What would you say? How much would insurance cost for something like that?
I'm not 100% sure on that. No.
And I suppose that all depends on whether you had a boat before and the same as like it does for car insurance.
I would imagine it's probably related to a sea use. I should imagine probably raises it slightly, but not having a boat before, I'm not 100% sure on the price of it. So.
Yeah. But obviously you've got to have these things insured. And, and also you need, if you were to take one of these out into the sea, you need to have the proper qualifications as well, don't you?
You do, yeah. They do a power boat skipper's course, which we recommend to people to have for safety reasons, and then you probably end up having.
So if I came along here and I've got no qualifications at all, and I said, right, I want to buy this boat, I'm not going to be going very far this year or next year. There's a couple of us clubbing together to buy a RIB to use as a dive boat and explore around the coast around the UK. What qualifications and what would I need to get in place before I come and bought one of your boats?
Skipper's course. You could go straight out if you really wanted to, but the other thing as well is you'd have to have a VHF course as well. Yeah. For obvious reasons at sea.
And if you're only out in the daylight, you don't need nav lights and things like that?
No.
Right, okay. Because then if you're going out at night time, then you're going to need, or you're going to be potentially coming back in the dusk, then you're going to need nav lights. Yeah, okay. That's brilliant, thank you very much. That's really great. I was just looking at this craft that you've got here. This is a really nice one, this Carnic, smart. So that's obviously not a dive boat, but that could be used as just a pleasure boat and enjoying.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's a sort of a broad cruiser stroke. Well, you could use it at sea. The capacity is up to 115 horsepower outboard, so you could use it at sea quite easily. I think that the sides are a little bit high, maybe for your diving coming out of it. But I'm sure if you're desperate to, you could do. But
I think you'd end up probably damaging it or something. That's the trouble, because it's a nice boat and. I think by the time there's no dignified way of getting back into a rig. That's the thing. No. It's good fun getting out, going in backwards. But if you haven't done it, if you haven't dived a RIB before, try it. It's fun. But the getting back in, no, it's very much you haul yourself in, or hopefully your buddy will help you in.
They do ropes that throw over the side as well now, so you can have your ladders that throw off
really?
the side.
So you can kick your fins off?
Quite a few people
pass your
use
fins
the
in.
outboard as well, so you stand on the outboard,
really?
lift the engine up, so it brings you out of the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there is 1 or 2 tricks for it. So.
There is. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I dived in the Red Sea, and you just haul yourself in and hope somebody will grab your leg or an arm and help you in. And obviously you have to take your kit off first in the sea, pass all your BCD and everything over. But it does mean you can go to areas where the liveaboard can't get to. So if you're thinking about diving in the UK off the coast, you'll be able to get into some really tight areas, moor up, anchor up. If somebody's on the boat, really great, you know, they can keep an eye on where you are. And you could even do a drift dive. So you always got that potential, especially if you go further afield, and you know, you've got the Farne Islands and Lundy and all these different lovely places where you can go explore if you've got your own boat. So, but you need to get your qualifications. You need to get all that. Make sure you've got everything, got insurance. So there's a lot to look into and research. Okay. So we're moving on to a smaller rib. Okay. This one is called Foldable RIB. Let me just show you this one. Let me just walk you around. Okay. So as you see, it's a smaller based rib. Great for families, really. And this one, let me just come back a bit so you can see what it's about. So this one will actually fold up into a bag. Where's the bag? There's the bag. There it is. My glamorous assistant. Here we go. Look. So there's the bag. So this whole rib with the little engine on the back. There we go. Ideal for your fishing trips, or if you want to go out and just enjoy the Norfolk Broads, or you know, have a little scooter around wherever you are in the country. You can buy something like this. You can turn it up with your car. Don't even need a trailer. How good is that? You know, it just folds up. You can put it away in your bag at the end of the day. And you know, if you've got room in your garage, stick it straight in your garage afterwards, after you washed it down. And that way, it's I won't say cheap, but it's an effective way, a cost-efficient way of touring around the Norfolk Broads. Look at that. And you can go fishing. You've got everything you need to get started. So, how big's the engine on here? Little electric engine.
Literally just put a little electric trolling motor on there, just for show more than anything, and that would still push us along reasonably well on the Norfolk Broads, to be fair. So
yeah.
Just runs on a car battery.
Yeah, because you're not going to. It's not like you're going to get big currents on the Norfolk Broads.
That's right, nice and quiet as well. So, but this particular boat, 3.6 metre, will take an engine up to 20 horsepower.
Oh wow!
So, and you're pushing along about 30 knots again on that. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But obviously, somewhere like the Norfolk Broads, the speed limits are only like 5 mile an hour, aren't they?
Even on estuary work, you can get away with an outboard of about 5-6 horsepower. So
yeah. So that's ideal. So price-wise for something like
this
that?
This 3.6 metre, they start at about £5 under 3,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then your outboards, 5 or 6 horsepower.
That's reasonable, you know, because once you've bought that, you know, that's going to last you. If you look after, that's going to last you a lifetime.
Yeah, definitely.
If you look after it.
Yeah, they're very well made.
You know.
So they need to be folded up every time. So.
Yeah. So say we want to go for a trip, have a Sunday coming. We'll go for a trip on the Norfolk Broads. We rock up at Wroxham. How long is it going to take to set up?
If you've got an electric pump, probably 5 minutes maximum. If you use the foot pump a little bit longer, but
oh wow! And does that come with a pump?
Yeah, they come with a foot pump. Yeah.
And how much is an electric pump? I can imagine.
£100, something like that.
Yeah,
which you just connect to a car battery.
I think most of us would prefer electric pump, wouldn't we?
Yeah, really? It's easier.
But that is ideal, isn't it? For a day trip and enjoying some bit of time with the family, you could buy something like that and off you go and just enjoy the countryside and seeing what's about. you know, and looking around. Okay, it's not a dive boat, but obviously, you know, you could still have a lot of fun with it. And pack it away at the end of the day in a bag. Let's just show you the bag a bit closer. So, look at that. So, everything you need, and that will just, it weighs, I think you said it weighed about 40k?
Yes, the 3.6 is about 44 kilo, yeah. So 2 people, very easy.
Yeah, it's 2-man lift. You know, you're going to find that easy enough to put in your car. We're going to move on to inflatable kayaks, which kayaks at the moment in the UK, they're like gold dust at the moment. So inflatables offers another option to everybody, and you know, they're a really good option that you can just, again, blow up, fold up and get you going and having loads of fun. Now what we've got is a 3-seater here. Okay, now you rent them out here, don't you?
We do, yes.
Yeah,
we rent them out. £15 for the first hour, and then a £5 every hour after that.
So you can basically just come along here, rock up, and
we fit you in life jackets, and away you go.
Brilliant. Yeah. That's good.
They are good fun. They're very stable as well. Yeah.
So what make is this one? What?
A Settle, this one.
Okay.
I think they're American made.
Yeah, and do you sell these?
We do sell them, yeah. We literally have one left now, so because this year on kayaks has been quite
they
amazing.
Yeah.
So,
obviously, me and Gemma are keen kayakers, and you know, this is a great way of seeing the Norfolk Broads and seeing what's around, and you just get that peace and quiet, and you've got that freedom. So, you know, you can come here and hire them out. The river is literally just outside. It's just a short walk away, and you can come here and just and say, you know, hire them out for a couple of hours and come and enjoy it, you know, see what's about. So you've got everything here. Show you around this way. Everything that you need. Look at that, it's really smart.
They actually come like that as well, so you take them out of the bag and everything is literally just ready to go.
Oh, is it? Oh,
seats
that's brilliant.
And everything, yeah, you can actually inflate the seats as well to make it a little
Make
bit
it
more
comfortable.
Yeah. They're actually classed as a 2+1.
Okay,
kayak.
yeah.
So 2 adults and maybe a child, or once you've got three youngsters maybe you get away with. So,
Yeah.
But they're very stable.
Got to have your life jackets though. Really important, especially on the Norfolk Broads. There's all sorts of currents, and you know, you think that water looks safe from the outset, but you still need your life jackets. So that's brilliant. Yeah, that's really good. And how, if you want to buy something like this, how much roughly would you be?
The package for one of these is £499, and that comes with the 2 collapsible paddles as well, so you've literally got everything you need to go straight away. So.
And then life jackets, should we have a look at some life jackets? Yeah. Let me just show you the box that kayak come in. That's it. So that just shows you how that will fold down, and that will easily go in your car at the end of the day, won't it? I know you probably won't get that back in the box again, these things often don't, but it gives you the scope and the idea of roughly how much that'll fold down to. And that is a really lovely looking kayak that you could have hours and hours of fun with. So, and all these things, you know, once you start and you invest in, you know, they're investment really for the long-term investment. You buy them and you just get so much fun with them. So, you know, lots of people are buying kayaks this year, so it's really good. Okay, so next thing up, we're going to talk about life jackets. It's going to be really important. So if whether you're on a dive boat, whether you're on a kayak, you're going to need some kind of protection. So in case you fall in. So let's talk life jackets. What have we got?
We've got the sort of the top of the range spin lock ones for that's what we supply customers with the brigs as such.
Yeah.
Obviously, probably with kayaks and bits and pieces, we'd probably just go for just a deck vest as such.
Yeah.
Which is just the foam ones, box standard.
So it's these the red, the blue, and the black one for if you're going to go on a kayak.
Yeah.
So they're basically just, so you buy what's appropriate to your weight?
Yeah, size-wise, and then, yeah, they're full of foam, so...
Yeah. And then these ones, are these more, they're more expensive.
These
So,
more
well, actually, just very quickly, how much does something like this roughly?
I think they retail about £65, so...
Okay.
But obviously we tend to do bundle packages as well, so if you need more, then we can give you a little bit extra discount off them. So
that's good.
We do something similar with the spin lock ones as well, where if you buy his and her set, you sort of get money off as well.
So talk us through these ones. So if you're going out on a rib, you'd have something like this on.
I would recommend something a little bit more, yeah, obviously self-inflating, totally automatic. So
you basically, you put it on, you strap it on,
so, yeah.
And then when you say it's self-inflating,
as soon as you hit the water, it then
it knows.
Like, yeah.
And have they got any kind of a light that, or?
Some of them come with lights and whistles, and yeah, there's quite a bit. Obviously, the more
money you spend. So something like this high end would be roughly how much, would you say?
I think they start at about 130 quid.
Okay.
And then they go up in sort of incremental stages depending on what sort of spec is on them.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Excellent. Let's have a little talk about engines, okay? And we'll move around. I see you've got a good selection of engines in the corner. Let's just go round. Excuse my filming work, but we're dealing with using the phone. Okay, so we've got a variety of different engines here. What have we got?
We've got a range of Suzuki's mainly. We have Kayaks. We also have the Lear, which is a gas-run engine as well.
Which one is that?
These ones here. So they run on gas for the greener person.
Oh, okay. What sort of gas? When you say gas?
On propane cylinders, the same as what you use in your barbecue.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
Yeah. Something new over the last sort of 4 or 5 years as such.
I didn't realise that they're coming out on gas.
As well, we don't actually have them in stock at the minute, but there's electric outboards as well. We do the smaller trolley motor, which should sit on the F-rib as such.
Yeah.
But they also do what they call an e-propulsion Spirit one, which is a self-contained electric outboard with the battery on top of it.
Okay.
Which floats and equivalent to a 3 horsepower outboard. So they're very popular at the minute as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So if you had something like this gas one, servicing wise, are they any different to a normal standard petrol one?
They're very similar in what we need to do to them. There's not as many parts to service. Yeah. But they've been reasonably popular, to be fair. I don't think they've taken off as well as what we were expecting them to, but people still like the petrol outboard. So. Oh yeah, I think so. I think that's quite a mindset to change, and they're still early days on the whole. And the petrol ones are getting a lot more efficient and lighter, and yeah.
Well, they are. Even with cars, petrol's engines, technology's come on so far. It's incredible, really. That so it's not surprised that's made it into the marine industry, really. That's brilliant. Okay, we've got a good choice here, so you know where to come for your electric or gas or petrol Suzuki engines, all right? So there we are. That's a good, thorough, in-depth chat about the BRIG's RIB and also some of the engines. I'm trying to just show you a bit at the back there. So if you look and you come to Marine Power in Norwich, you're going to have a good choice to look at. Okay. So there we are. I'll just spin you around and show you around this side. So there's your choice of engines. And if you come and look up when they kayaks as well, you know where to come. So look up Marine Power Limited, okay, in Norwich. Hiya. So just finished having a look around Marine Power Limited in Norwich. It was a really good trip, so thank you very much to Sam, Justin, for showing me around and giving me your time to look at the ribs, look at what could be potentially turned into a dive boat, and some really great stuff here. So if you're in the area, if you're in the Norwich area, or even if you're not, even if you're like a bit further out, come and have a look, give them a call, look at their website. All you've got to do is search on Marine Power Limited Norwich and all their details. They've got a great website, look them up and make contact and see what's about, see what deals that they can do. But they've got a great range of kayaks, paddleboards, although we didn't see them today. I think they sold the last one a little while ago, so they're just like hot potatoes at the minute. So if you've got a kayak or everybody want to be on the water, but it's a great place. You can bring your boat here to be serviced, as Justin said, and you know, they got the full package, so definitely a company to look them up. Okay, hope it's informative. I will apologise about my filming work. At some stage we'll invest in a camera, and hopefully that will make things a bit better. But, you know, we've got to start somewhere, and so hopefully you can bear with us, and you know, it was okay to share with you, and I hope you found it informative. Okay, any questions? And also, as you know, if you've come across the big Scuba for the first time, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Okay, so always really important to subscribe if you haven't done so, and that way you'll keep up to date and with what's coming up. Okay, so that's it for me, that's it for Marine Power Limited in Norwich, and I'll speak to you soon. You've got to have a bit of life, haven't you? Some of these things. No, I think it'll be right. Yeah, add a bit of culture to it. Why not? Hello everyone. So here we are at Marine Power Limited.